Usually the scariest creatures creeping around Halloween, but those, just make believe. But there are some very real terrors that could be lurking in your own backyard, your own home. Arrow Exterminators has prepped a list of the top 5 creepiest, crawliest, scariest pests, guaranteed to send chills down anyone's spine. Joined this morning by Cheryl Washburn from Arrow Exterminators. Good morning to you. This is going to be something I'm going to be feeling little itchies on my legs the whole interview. Okay, so the top 5 creepiest pests out there.
We have flesh flies, we have earwigs, we have the brown recluse, bats, and bed bugs.
So we're not talking about ladybugs and ants.
No. We're talking about the scary ones that make Halloween, you ride around in the neighborhood and you see all these houses with spider webs and the coffins out, and that's what they associate them with as far as scariest insects.
And these are things, very standard things that any of us could find in our backyard or maybe our house?
Oh yes, in your home, in your yard. Like with the earwigs, you'll find those. A lot of people call them the ear creature because it's just a myth. They say that the earwigs went into the ear and it would go to the brain and eat the brain. So, but that's not true.
Okay.
They don't do it. They have claw-like pinchers on them, and what those are for is just to protect themselves from the prey.
So we know a lot too with ants. You might leave some food out on the counter, you might have some sugar that's spilled out of something. What are some of those things that maybe those types of bugs are attracted to? Is this the same idea?
It's that you have sweet eaters, you have protein eaters, but with the earwigs, they like spiders and other insects that they eat off of. Then you've got your bed bugs. That's the biggest concern, is that a lot of people, are concerned about the bed bugs. One of the things you want to do is, if you go somewhere, my husband laughs at me because when I go to a hotel, like last night, I take my flashlight and I pull up the sheets to make sure that I don't see any kind of blood or anything like that. I put my luggage up. Bed bugs are known as vampires. Because they are the ones that suck the blood, not the actual bats themselves. So that's very important that people understand, that they do like blood meals, and they eat at nighttime. That's what they do.
Really a vampire? You're not kidding around.
Oh, no.
Now, what are some of the tips people can do? Obviously, a lot of these seem to be pretty serious if you do have an infestation, but if you think maybe you just have 1 or 2 here or there, what are some of those tips people can do?
Well, like I was saying earlier about the, making sure if you travel, put your luggage up. You can bring them home with you. Checking out the beds to make sure you don't have any kind of blood issues on the sheets or anything. The bats, the main thing is a thorough inspection. Have someone come out and inspect your home, then they have to identify the insect, and then we'll go from there into a treatment.
Yeah, you guys know what you're looking for. You maybe know some of those warning signs that could be naked to the human eye unless you're trained for it.
Unless you are trained for it, exactly.
Whew, now I'm nervous. I'm going to go home and I'm going to be looking for everything. Cheryl, thank you so much. Perfect way to kick off our Halloween week. We certainly appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me.
Stay with us. We're back in just 2 minutes.